Hey, what's up guys, it's Rich and welcome to an epic gameplay that I've got here on Slums, which is a map that you don't often see me play or upload because it's one of those maps where if you don't have competent teammates and the other team and the enemy team are rushing the B flag, you're going to die a load of times trying to get this B flag at the start, and I always try to rush it. I always try to get map control at the start, and this time it worked out. I managed to get a double C4 and then a capture kill. I destroyed a bouncing Betty, I think, as well in the meantime, and then I got the capture, and I managed to get all my kill streaks in like 30 seconds. It was insane, and that got me off to a really good start, and I realised I wasn't recording, which explains why I was staring at a wall for about 3 seconds, and luckily I managed to start it before those 3 people came up behind me. Moving onwards, the reason that I was using the Vector, by the way, is because I was trying to do the camo unlocks for it again, because I already did it on my main account. Well, I guess you can't really call it my main account anymore, since I have much more playtime on this one than my iTemp account, which I've talked about why before, but I won't go into it again. So anyway, as I was saying, the reason I was using the Vector is to try and get the gold camouflage to get those XP challenges to rank up quicker, because I've been prestiging lately, and it's added sort of like a new dimension to the game, I guess you could say. It gives me another reason to play, to try and level up, and it's a lot of fun actually. So I'm definitely going to go to Prestige Master, and hopefully they add some more prestiges to this game as well, because I would enjoy going to like 15 or whatever. So the Vector, when I started to use it on my main account, I loved it, which is why I started to go for the gold camouflage. I think it was my either first or second gold camo gun on this game, and by the time I got the gold camouflage, I wanted to kill something because it was so frustrating to use this weapon. I don't know why, but I just couldn't get used to it. And then again, I tried it on this account, on my iTemp account, because it's one of only 3 SMGs that I need to get gold camouflage to get the diamond SMGs, and it's awesome. And a big tip for you guys is hold off on one of the attachments on your primary weapon. I know that I always use 2 attachments on my primary weapon, and I'm trying to reduce that down to 1, because the reason for that is you can then use 5 perks and like a C4, like I am in this gameplay. I believe I was using something like Hardline, Lightweight, Scavenger and Toughness, and Tac Mask, and then a C4 with a Vector. Is that too much? I don't know if that's the class loadout. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go on my Xbox, because I still have the class loadout there, and I'm going to take a screenshot and I'll put it in the top right, and you can see what I'm using there. But it's a lot better to use 5 perks than it is to use 2 attachments, in my opinion, and it's just something for you guys to try out for yourself, because it does really work and it helps me out a load. And the attachment that I was using in this gameplay was the extended mag, and I was using the quick draw attachment with that, and the quick draw attachment is pretty cool, but I find that it's not really worth it considering you have to drop like a perk or whatever. So I often just drop down to the 1 attachment and use 5 perks and 1 C4, and you're all good to go. The final score for this gameplay, by the way, was 94-2, and that was pretty good in my opinion, but I do want to show the whole thing because the first half is a lot more enjoyable than the second half, and although I did get a few kills in the second half, it was just mainly people joining, people leaving, and our team chasing the VSAT arrows and the spawns continuously changing. So you see me do a lot of mileage in the second half, but I didn't want to show it anyway. So I do pick up this ballista, and I know that a lot of you guys were hoping that I was going to finish the Gunstreak off with this, but I do hit a couple of people. But the problem is, when I pick up snipers when I'm trying to red gun, I'm not on the right sensitivity. Like, I snipe on 11 sensitivity because I drag scope instead of like direct quick scoping. I find it a lot easier to hit more targets more accurately more of the time, and I find that drag scoping is the way to go. So I up my sensitivity a little bit. That's the reason I do that. So when I pick up a weapon or a sniper rifle even, and I'm on my regular sensitivity, which is 9, and I get this question all the time, by the way. If you're a YouTuber and you have semi-decent gameplay, I'm sure that you get a load of questions and tweets, what's your sensitivity? Because people see that you can turn fast enough and you still have pinpoint aim. I use 9 sensitivity for red guns, 11 for sniping, and I use an FPS Freak, which is a controller modification. It just adds a little bit more leverage or leverage. I'm not sure how you say that, because the American way of saying lever is lever, but I'm sure that it would be leverage. I don't know. It adds a little bit more leverage or leverage, whichever one you want to say, to the control stick, and it allows you to get more pinpoints. So there you go, there's that for example. And the killstreak loadout, I love this killstreak loadout. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest that you do, because it always feels like you're close to a kill streak. The line strike is 480 points, I believe, with the with hardline, and this is how I die. I see my teammate run behind me, so I think I'm fine, and I turn around, reload. I'm thinking, where's my teammate gone? I look on the radar, and my man's taken a major detour, and he's ran off to like one of the flanks of the map. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, there's the gameplay, guys. If you did enjoy it, which I hope you did, be sure to leave a like rating, possibly a favourite. 69 kills, 44 gun streak in just one half. and I will speak to you all tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you then. Bye.